So, what's this?
This is many ways to keep control, and that's why they call them remote controls.
Remote controls.
But then, guys, when it gets to this level, you lose control because you literally start losing them when you have so many remote controls. So what do we do? What do we do, Mike?
What can we do? Well, what we've done over the past, well, let's say 10, 15 years. Keep it in focus.
Yeah. Yeah.
What we've done over the past 15 or 20 years, or as long as I can remember, I used to have a system remote, one system remote, to replace them all. And I remember having the Marantz remote, which was a very nice thing because you could configure that even to the screen level, where you can set up your own screens, etc., etc. But over the past 10 years, we've been using the Logitech solution, the Logitech Harmony line with a separate hub.
Yeah.
And that, what are you looking for?
No, I thought we had more controllers.
Oh, no. No, so the Logitech Harmony line, which performed it very well. Our latest remote was, or our last remote was, the Logitech Harmony Elite.
Yeah, we forgot to keep that for the sake of the video.
We've
so
already thrown it
we
out.
throw it out, yeah.
Out of frustration.
Out of frustration,
So,
because
yeah.
we did so many troubleshooting and it just didn't came back to life.
No. So that line was discontinued in 2021. Logitech said they no longer wanted to keep it on sale.
Which really was a shame because ever since I know Mike, I think you've had the Logitech.
Yes.
And they work perfectly.
Yeah. And the first thing they did when they decommissioned the line was no longer supporting a computer app, and all went to a mobile app, and that mobile app was terrible. But then again, you know, you hardly need any configuration at all because everything is set up as you want it. But if you were to add any new appliances, then you would have to go in that app, and that app was just terrible. But then again, you know, everything was working fine. Everything was set up as it should until, when was it?
Yesterday,
Somewhere?
yesterday morning. 2 days ago in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
We woke up, nothing crazy. We turned the TV on, and then after we turned the TV on, the remote decided to stop working and now responding to anything.
yeah, the remote said it wasn't paired with the hub, and we still have the hub set up there.
There it is.
Which is and next to the, yeah, so that one is still plugged in.
As you can see, green light, everything checks, everything works.
So the hub is connecting to the Wi-Fi, but
Yeah.
nothing else is happening. And yeah, we've tried everything, resetting, factory resetting, etc., etc., etc.
We also tried their
Nothing worked.
original website, you know, the troubleshooting, and they tell you what you should do when it's not responding. We tried that, it doesn't work. So what do you do? At some point,
I
you just
think
have
it,
to say goodbye.
Yeah, okay. So then, problem, because from what I understood and reading articles and comments, one of the things, one of the reasons why Logitech retreated from the market was that, so I've read, they were urged by the likes of Netflix, etc. As you can clearly see on this specific remote, which is, oh yeah, that's also a good one, that's a PS5 remote, where you have these branded buttons already saying what needs to be done. Well, we have an added difficulty, because if this was the only remote we would be using, we would be fine, but it isn't. So this is the remote we use to operate the TV. This is the one we use to control our sound system, which is where the sound comes through. And then we have a number of players like the NVIDIA Shield,
Apple
or the
TV.
Apple TV, or VCR, or the PS5,
PS5.
etc., etc. So yeah, so
This is
yeah.
getting too much.
From what I read, Logitech was urged by these companies to no longer make this, and then I thought, well, let's look for an alternative, but there aren't any, at least not many. There is one company who has tried and filled this void. Logitech left, you know, where you have one system remote with a hub controlling everything else, and that is a company called Sofabaton.
Push them aside.
Enter Sofabaton.
Enter Sofabaton. Ta-da.
So here you have the exact same setup, although it's a little bit less luxury than the Logitech line, but you have
simplified. You can tell that it's a little bit
you
simplified.
have one system remote with a hub, and that is what we would like to see, because the hub is the part that is actually transmitting the infrared signals to the various components, and then you have the handset to control it.
Okay. It's compatible with, my God, 500,000 plus devices?
Yeah.
All in one?
Because it uses the same system, where you have an app that is connecting to a database of infrared signals, which you can then set up for your own.
It has mobile app, infrared, Bluetooth control, IR, blaster, 45 days working time. Well, before you charge it again?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, where the Logitech had this nice cradle where you would put your remote in every evening so that it would charge up.
Yeah.
That is something that is no longer
needed.
Available. No, it's not available. So you have the handset with a USB-C port. Because I've already charged it for today, I'm going to set it up.
Yeah.
Here you see the handset where it has the USB-C port. And if the handset is picked up, there's a little ball here, scroll wheel. It wakes up and you can see what it says. Activities, devices, settings, etc. So.
And I love the activities, because what Mike did for us, always has done with these remote controls, is just indicate, you know, what you want to do, like play PlayStation or play the Wii U or watch Apple TV, and I just love that. You know, you can never go wrong with the way he does it, because that's an activity. You want to do something, you just push the button.
Yeah. So first you configure the devices you want to control. And then once that is in place, you create an activity where you say, okay, I now want to switch on the TV and put it on a specific channel. Turn on the Apple TV and turn on the tuner or the receiver to play the sound through, etc., etc.
Because why is it so efficient, and why is it nice to have it done that way? Because, you know, if you have something set up like that, it's not just turn the TV and you turn the TV. No, you want a couple of things to go on here. So what you want to see, which device, and then it needs to be connected with how do you call that, Mike? The receiver.
Yeah,
which for the sound, which then decides what setting and all that. So there has to be a correlation of at least two activities. So if you're wondering, why are you guys making it hard on yourself, why not just turn the TV on? Because it's not just turn the TV on anymore. You also have to find the right input. We have the PlayStation on another channel, the Apple TV on another channel, things like that. And the activity is where you combine them together, so that the only thing you need to do is just choose an activity. So this is the quick guide. Connect the X15 hub to your home Wi-Fi.
X1S.
Oh, my eyes are still foggy.
You need to wear your other glasses.
My other glasses, my reading glass. Add devices to your hub. Create new activity. Use the app to create a new activity, such as watch TV or listen to music. Assign commands to the remote and customize settings as desired. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. So, what comes in the box, Mike?
What comes in the box?
Wow, a lot of
I'm
cables.
trying to open it up. No, those are IR blasters.
What's IR blasters?
Okay.
So this is the hub?
This is the hub.
So that one is gonna, I guess, replace that one?
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
We need to see about the range, and from what I understood, yes, here they are. These are extender infrared transmitters. So for instance, if you were to place this outside of a cupboard and you have all your equipment inside of a cupboard, and then this would transmit infrared signals that
into
would
the
then,
cupboard,
of
yeah,
course,
to help
reach your components. So
reinforce the signal.
yeah, so you can
Oh, that's nice.
plug these in like so, and then put this also inside the cupboard,
Yeah,
so that the
that's
infrared signal travels.
It's
through.
like with the Wi-Fi signal enhancers, the things.
Yeah.
How do you call that? You put them throughout the house.
Yeah.
Oh, that's genius.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 2 of those.
Was it reasonably priced?
This
Yeah.
set, it was 200 euros.
Okay, that's not too bad.
No. The Logitech Harmony solution was more expensive. But then again, we can't get it anymore. Otherwise, I would have gone for the same system.
It was really good. It was really good.
It was very, very good. I never had any complaints. So you get 2 charging cables, or at least 1 charging cable and 1 cable for the adapter for the hub.
So you can have it charged while working from home from your laptop, or you can do it in the wall socket. Is that how you
Yeah,
call
but
it?
I think this one is for the hub, because the hub needs to be powered.
Oh, right.
always.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what's in the box.
What does the manual say? Anything we can?
Yeah, the manual doesn't
Really say a lot.
No, and I already saw, because I already downloaded the app on my phone. It's taking you through all the steps.
Okay. Download the Sofabaton. It is a Sofabaton.
Sofabaton.
Looks like a little
The
baton.
name is a little.
The name is a little crazy and far-fetched.
It's a little.
But okay. Access. Oh, they have video tutorials for those of you that sometimes say, like my sisters, when it gets technical, a book instruction is not enough. I need to see it to do. Monkey see, monkey do.
It's a nice remote.
Oh, they have a live chat. Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah, it feels the grip nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's really light.
Yeah, but not too light
No.
and not too heavy.
It reminds me of the later generations Apple TV remotes. Kind of.
Yeah, I'm
kind
not
of.
sure what kind of material it is, but it feels very sturdy. Doesn't
Except
feel
this
plasticky.
one. No, this one feels cold, but this one feels nice.
Yeah, it
nice
doesn't feel
temperature.
cheap.
Yeah. Okay. So no batteries, right? You just recharge it.
Yeah, so there's a
love that.
USB-C port.
I must say, I think I'm gonna prefer this thing better, because the hub or the standard where you put it every night when you're done watching TV with the Harmony remote, it gets to a point sometimes when it's worn out a little bit.
After all these years.
After all these years, yeah, it must be said, after a lot of years, it gets to a point where it doesn't click as snug as it should be. So what you would do is you would be there, trying to jiggling to find the right angle for it until you get the charging icon on the screen. But with this, you won't be having the trouble. That's the only thing that was the downside on the Harmony remote control. But then again, what Mike just said, that's after intense usage after years. So
I think we've used it for over 10 years.
Yeah, at
this
least.
last solution.
At least.
So yeah, I already knew that Logitech was no longer selling and it was discontinuing the product. Yeah, so I knew this day was coming eventually.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna miss it. It was a good concept.
Yeah.
It was a really good product. Good product. It really delivered.
Yeah, and actually I'm very surprised that it is no longer.
disappointed.
And then that there's no that there's no choice of anything
No,
else.
no.
This is the only solution that is trying to fill that void Logitech left.
So you're gonna try to set it up.
Yeah.
We have no really nice, effective way of sharing that with you guys, but as you can see, there are video tutorials, there are written instructions. So that is.
I can try to do some screen recording, but I'm not sure if that how that comes across.
No, we're just gonna give you. I think with such, yeah, you can try that. You can do that, but or we can also end up the video with giving you the conclusions and showing you whether it has worked or not, whether it's supposed to be doing what we want it to be doing, like the Harmony remote that we had before, or not. And because I really think, you know, going through the manual, they really simplified everything for you. There is a support, there is a contact, submit, live chat, video tutorials. I mean, you can't go wrong. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
So let's have Mike start working and we'll come back to you when he's done. Okay guys, we're getting back at Mike for a little update.
Yeah, so I've put up some screen grabs during the installation process, which was extremely straightforward, I would say. And you notice that when you're making changes in the app, the actual remote is syncing. It's syncing with the hub. Every time you make a change, it's uploading the new change. So
it updates as you go.
Yeah. So if you now shake the remote or you use the wheel, then the LCD turns on. So we now have the same settings basically, but it's all uploaded. So devices, I'm going in there. I've currently set up 5 devices, which is the TV, the receiver, the NVIDIA Shield player, the Apple TV, and our video recorder.
And you did that with a lot of ease, right? You said it was really easy.
Yeah, it was really easy. I've put it up in the screen grab.
Okay.
Maybe I can do a voiceover once you've uploaded that. So those are the devices. But what I really want, of course, or what you really want, what the remote is actually for, is for the activities. So I'm going to select the activities. So here you have watch the NVIDIA Shield player, Apple TV, video recorder, play PlayStation 5, play the Switch, GameCube, Wii U, etc. So if I say to the remote, go ahead, watch the NVIDIA Shield, what happens is that it turns on the Shield, it turns on the receiver to the correct HDMI input, and it turns on the TV to the correct HDMI input as well. So I'm going to select it now.
Wait, which one? So I can zoom in, yeah? Sometimes the iPhone gets greeny. It needs some time to reject. Yeah, there it is.
Okay, so I'm going to click it now. So you already hear it all click. The receiver is on. I'm not sure if the TV is on because there might be some obstructions with the
with this little ferret that we have here.
That's not really a good demonstration, but
no, but that's something we cause.
It is working.
But you guys could see that it's working.
So I'm turning on the TV.
So when the TV is turned on, we want to see
the NVIDIA Shield. player.
Shield. It's now on screen. Screensaver. So
once that activity is selected, it's shown as green because that's the one you're currently controlling.
Active, yeah.
And during the setup process, you can also set the volume controls to control the receiver.
In which volume you want?
No, it's just that these buttons will now control the receiver, while all the other buttons on the remote will control the actual NVIDIA Shield device. So if I'm going to use up and down on the remote now, you'll see that it's controlling the volume on the receiver. But while I'll click another button on the remote to control the NVIDIA Shield. So
there it is. So everything works, everything checks out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything is working as it should. To turn it all off, simply one click of the off button here.
And everything is
Turn it off.
off, including the receiver. So yes, so it works. There you have it. That's what you want. No fuss, no crazy thingies.
One of the
straightforward.
nice things, I was asked to.
Oh yeah, a survey.
When I finished all setting up, I was asked to take a survey, and the second question on there was, have you ever used a Harmony?
Yeah, it just goes to show.
Logitech Harmony remote? Yes.
Yeah. Do you still happen to have the survey open?
No, I have a screen.
Oh, okay,
capture,
we'll do the screen. So that's
yeah,
crazy.
So they know.
So they know that the only follow-up of the Harmony.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
they know that everybody that when their Harmony remote dies, everybody's coming over.
Yeah, because there is no other option, alternative. So that's funny. That's funny. So which only goes to show that Mike did a good choice, because that's apparently the choice, the next choice after Harmony. So it's good. Oh, I'm sorry, I was looking outside. Yeah. All right.
so
Anything
there it
else
is.
to add to that?
No.
We're
this
not
is the,
sponsored. We paid for
no,
this.
Yeah.
So
I wish.
yeah, there it is, guys.
There it is. First impressions, very good.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's going to change unless the remote is going to fail.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Should that happen, we'll make
Do an update. Absolutely.
follow-up of
Yeah.
it. So,
All right. Thanks for watching, guys.
bye.
Guys, so it's a couple of weeks later, 1 or 2 weeks later, and I was just trying to edit this video because I forgot all about this. And then I remembered, are there things that we could tell you? Well, and then I looked, and Mike is now charging it. Happened to be charging it. So far we've been using it for a week or two, and I must say longer than 2 weeks. I love it. The only thing that I've noticed is very rarely, on a rare occasion, sometimes you lose connection, but then the only thing you need to do, depending on what activities you do, is just roll up to that activity and then click this button, and that's how we reestablish the connection. But that happens rarely. Other than that, it's really lightweight remote that feels good in your hand, and it really does everything you need it to do, and it is universal for as far as we're concerned. It does everything. They say that
We can control all devices.
well, yeah, exactly.
It's a good alternative for the Harmony Elite.
Yes. Guys, you can, by the way, I was just looking on the internet to see if the Harmony Elite is completely off the market. Not unless you're looking for a second hand, but then I just saw some guys saying that the second hand is too expensive. It's just not worth it, because you don't know how much life you're going to get out of it for that price. So no, they're not there. They have different kind of remotes. Logitech, just for those of you that might be confused when you look it up, is it really discontinued? Yes, the one we have is really discontinued. They have other kind of remotes, but they don't call them universal, as you would see.
No, and this is the only hub-based remote that is still on the market.
That also.
Or not still, it jumps in the void that Harmony left with their Elite line. So this is the only alternative you have.
Exactly. And once it's fully charged, it goes a long way.
I wonder, maybe I'm just old school, but I wonder how everybody does it with
all the devices that we now
just
have.
5 or 6 remotes lying around. I don't get it. I've been using universal remotes ever since they came out, and maybe it's just something that I've become
Accustomed to.
Or what I expect to have, but it's weird. This is the only one that is still available with as a hub-based solution.
Look at all these activities. So this is the TV with their version of Apple TV, if you guys know what I mean. Then we have the Apple TV, then we have VCR, because yes, we still have VCR, and I love that. Shared some videos about that on Instagram. PS5, Play Switch, GameCube, and Wii U, and imagine having all these remotes on the table. It's not pretty sight. So anyway, all in all, guys, wrapping up this video, yes, we're still very happy about this remote. Very happy about this remote. Good.
Sofabaton.
So far?
The Sofabaton.
The Sofabaton is how they call it?
Yeah, it's a bit of a lame name, but...
Well, it looks like a baton. Not really.
Yeah, for your sofa.
Yeah. If you ever get attacked and you're looking for a baton, just don't grab this one. It's too short. All right. Have a good day, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.